Welcome to Placentia Library Family Cooking Time with Egg Rolls Oh My! Your kit will include 1½ cups of shredded carrots, 1 cup of chopped green onions, 2/3 cup chopped white onions, 1/4 cup chopped cilantro, 1 cup bean thread noodle, 2 cloves of garlic, 4 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1½ tablespoons of fish sauce, ½ teaspoon black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 package of egg roll wrappers. From home, you will need 3 pounds of ground chicken, 2 eggs, and vegetable oil for frying. From home, you will also need a cutting board, a knife, or a plate to mince the garlic. You also need a large mixing bowl with paper towels, scissors, a fork, and a small bowl. A frying pan, a wok, or you can also use a deep fryer if you like. A pair of chopsticks or tongs. Another plate and some more paper towel to hold the cooked egg rolls. Okay, are you ready to make some egg rolls? First, what you'll need to do is soak the glass noodle in a bowl using hot tap water for about 10 minutes. Set that aside. Next, we'll be mincing the garlic for about 1.5 minutes. You can also use a food processor if it's easier for you. Or if you're like a vampire and you don't like garlic, that's okay. You can leave the garlic portion out as well. So we're going to start mincing our garlic by slicing the garlic thinly. They don't have to be the same size, the same cut, or anything. Once you slice it, go ahead and keep slicing it and cut them into small pieces as small as you can. And again, you can use a food processor if you prefer. My mom and dad taught me how to make egg rolls when I was 5. Growing up with a family of 9 girls and 1 boy, there were plenty of egg rolls we had to make during the holidays. I've shared my recipe throughout the years with family, friends, and neighbors, especially with my sibling, though they insist I make the egg rolls because they don't want to take time out cooking. While we're waiting for me to continue mincing the garlic, let's go ahead and share a garlic joke with you. What does garlic do when it gets hot? It takes its clothes off. Ba-dum-bum-bum! Once you're done mincing the garlic, set it aside, but do remember where you put it because for this video, I forgot where I put it, so it was put towards the end of it. Next, we'll prepare the glass noodle. Go ahead and remove it from the bowl with the water and put it in a larger mixing bowl with the paper towel. What we want to do here is to remove as much liquid or moisture as we can, so go ahead and pat it with the paper towel. And you want to get it as nice and dry as you can. And the reason we want to do this is so that the egg rolls don't soak and there's not soggy egg rolls that you're eating, and it's more crunchy. Next, we're going to get your handy dandy scissors. We'll be cutting these glass noodles into tiny pieces, as tiny as you can get it. Keep working those hands. There you go. Okay. And if you want, you can also cut these noodles on a cutting board if you like. But I find using the scissors is a lot easier. Next, we'll go ahead and start mixing the ingredients. So put in your protein. Here you can use any protein. We're using ground chicken for this purpose of this recipe, but you can use shrimp. You can even, if you're a vegetarian, you can use vegetables if you like. Here's your bag of carrots. We'll add the carrots. I find buying pre-shredded carrots are a lot easier and save time. I got these at, you can actually buy them at Trader Joe's or Smart and Final. Next, we'll add the green chopped onions. I love using onions with my recipes. I think they make the dishes a lot tastier. After this, we'll go ahead and add the chopped white onions right there. I love white onions. I use them to grill them, and I add them to a lot of my recipe, including fried rice, hamburgers, anything at all that would need an extra kick in your recipe. Next, we'll go ahead and do the cilantro. And for the cilantro part, what I do is I remove the stem. I only want the leaves, and that's only the part you'll need. And all these vegetables, when you chop them, cut them, what have you, you want to use a paper towel. Go ahead and just dry them to make sure that there isn't any liquid or moisture. Again, because you don't want soggy egg rolls. We're going to add brown sugar to this recipe. And there's fish sauce. Fish sauce, some people don't like the smell of it, but I find that a lot more chefs are starting to use this ingredient for Asian cooking. Next is ground pepper. Again, if you like a little bit more spice, you can add more ground pepper if you like. I just thought we'll just go ahead and play it safe here, especially for the little ones. And then some salt. I find that for this recipe, I used less salt only because as during my dad's last few days, he couldn't eat salty food as much. But you certainly can add a little bit more salt if you like. Maybe less than a quarter, maybe an eighth of a teaspoon if you like. Next, we'll go ahead and add the eggs. We'll only need one egg for the mixture. The other egg we're going to set aside when we start preparing the egg roll. And go ahead with your hand, mix all the ingredient. I like to use the gloves, but you certainly, if you want to do it so organic and use your just bare hands, go ahead and do that as well. Mix it as well as you can. What you want to do is just marry all these ingredients together. As you're mixing it, you can smell the aroma and all the spices, and just it's already yummy as is. But hold on, you can't eat them yet. Beautiful mixture, right? But don't forget the garlic. Once you can still have time. So if you missed an ingredient, you still have time to be able to mix it all together. Next, we'll go ahead and get the egg roll wrapper ready. What you want to do is go ahead and peel it from, there's about 20, I believe there are 25 sheets per package. If you have any more meat left over, you can stuff maybe chicken wings, or you can make them into little patties, chicken patty, for a sandwich. Or you can use them for fried rice as well. So plenty of usage for that. Or if you don't have any usage for them right away, go ahead and just freeze them. And for probably it'll be good in the freezer for about a week or two. To peel the wrapper is really easy. Just start from the corner and then work your way through around. What you don't want to do is pull it from one corner and just yank it off like that, because what you'll end up doing is tearing the wrapper. And so next we're going to get ready to assemble the egg roll. And actually, before we do that, let me go ahead. We need to crack the eggs. To use that, we'll go ahead and crack the egg and mix it with a fork. And I guess this is called egg wash. If you were to tell me egg wash back when I was 5, I'd probably think I'd probably have to clean the egg and make it and then wash it before I can use it. So this is a new terminology I learned. Go ahead and start scooping out maybe a tablespoon of the mixture and put it in one corner of the egg wrapper. And if you like a little bit more mixture, that's fine too. Just make sure it's not too much because it'll burst. Okay, so you have your mixture in the corner. What you'll do is start to fold it from the bottom of the corner and roll it maybe a couple of times. And then you want to use the egg wash for each of the corner, the right and the left and the top as well. As you can see right there. And then keep rolling. And then at this part right here, what you want to do is fold it up like an envelope. And it has to be symmetrical. I know I'm pretty anal about this in terms of what it looks like. And then keep rolling until you get to the end of the corner. And the reason I say is you want to be symmetrical is you don't want any of the liquids from the mixture to leak out on the sides. So we are preparing the pan now. You can use, again, like I mentioned at the beginning, you can use a wok or a frying pan or a deep fryer. For the wok in the frying pan, what you want to do is fill the maybe a third of the pan with the vegetable oil. If you have canola oil, that's fine too. Just do not use olive oil or sesame oil. Those oils tend to burn and you'll have raw egg rolls instead. So here's how you test how your if the oil is ready. You can either use a thermometer and make sure the oil is at 350, or because I'm an Asian and it's in the Asian in me, use a chopstick. And this part right here, the oil is not ready. As you can see, the bubbles aren't seeping from the chopstick. And here is where the oil is way too hot. You'll have burning and you'll end up calling the fire department probably, and maybe you can share the egg rolls with them afterwards. But this is not what you want either. This is not how hot you want the oil to be. So unless you're willing to burn down your house, we don't want to do that. This is the perfect amount when the oil's ready. There's little bubble underneath the chopstick. So now you're ready to fry the egg rolls. So place it gently in the wok or a frying pan. Okay, so you can place as many egg rolls as you like in the pan. Just make sure that they're not sticking with one another. So the recipe calls for you to fry it for about 5 to 6 minutes, but we all know, depending on the type of pan you're using and the oven you have, I should say the stove that you have, the cooking time will vary. So just make sure that the egg rolls are golden brown, and then go ahead and flip them over on the other side, and then when both sides are golden brown, they're ready to go. While your egg rolls are cooking, go ahead and prepare a plate with paper towel to place the cooked egg rolls on there so that it can absorb the oil. Ta-da! You made your first egg roll and you didn't even have to call the fire department. So you'll repeat the process for the rest of the uncooked egg rolls as well. Thanks for joining us today at Family Cooking Time. Please tag us on social media and feel free to reach out to us with any questions you may have. Enjoy your egg rolls. Voila!